Ciao a tutti, bonjour. I'm starting my travel in Paris. As many of y'all know, I came to Europe to understand the supranational movements and to understand the unification of all nations and how they work together to keep our planet in a safe way, just to protect the marvels of the human life and to protect the humanistic and a responsible way for everyone. Here I am in Paris today, and I'm so excited because, as many of y'all know, Paris suffered an incredible loss here in Notre Dame Cathedral. A couple of years ago, this church was basically burned to the ground, and basically it's showing that they are always reinventing themselves, and not even one of the strongest catastrophes for their country and from their city has shown that they can survive to this and to many other problems that will happen in the future. As y'all can see, it is a lot of people working on this, and I'm really excited to really understand how French people and how the European community and many other countries had helped to rebuild this church. I know that too many people are not Catholics or they don't have the same beliefs as I have. But to me, it is pretty important to understand this belief to keeping alive the culture for many years, because basically this church in around 90 years is going to be 1,000 years old. It was found in the 11th century, so here we are. Here's where we start, and I hope that everyone is doing well, enjoying y'all summer, and buon viaggio a tutti. My friends that are coming from Texas State to Europe in a couple of days, and we will see each other soon in Italy, on Sorrento, obviously. Thank you to Professor Esa Di Mauro for creating this opportunity to many students. I hope many other students learn and understand what I came in from and what I'm doing and why I'm doing this, because all the European countries have a really huge impact to all of the world not used to Europe. If we create this belief of supranationalists working together in between nations, we can create a benefit for all. We can help many other problems that are acting or are against humanity. And as we can see over here, it is a statue from the inside of the church. I'm not sure what is the name of this statue, but it is really emotional to me. You've seen how this is working, and I'm really excited to know and to understand all of these incredible things that are happening over here. Thank you, everyone. Enjoyed my podcast, and I will be sharing more information and more things that y'all can work, or sorry, not to work. Y'all can do over here in Europe. And on this trip I will be traveling for Paris. I will stay over here for a couple of days, then I will head to Brussels, where I'm gonna stay for a couple of other days. And after Brussels, I'm going to Amsterdam for a couple of days. And after that, I'm going 3 weeks with all my friends to the school on Sorrento, on Santana Institute. Thank you to Santana Institute for all help and support to all Texas State students. Let's go Bobcats. And if it's any other programs that are in Europe, enjoy this time over here, because it is really, really amazing how you're acknowledged and your learning process changes, because you understand many different ways that how is the life over here, and how can you differentiate and apply it to your lifestyle on a normal basis on the United States, because over here is totally different. The education is kind of more individual and more slow in a way, because you understand many different processes. You understand that you cannot go in with the clock. You take your own time, and that's something that we should all appreciate it, because probably in the US our life always goes pretty quick, and most of the time we do not enjoy what we do. But over here I have understood that I need to take my time, and I need to take my time to see and appreciate all of this beauty of the culture, beauty of the places, and beauty of the people. So enjoy your time, and I will see y'all soon. As you'll see, Paris is a really huge city with a lot of traffic, with a lot of people, and it's really important to all the world, because over here, as we can see, these buildings are apartments, and the first apartments in the world were over here. Thank you to the French engineers and architects for discovering the way that help many people to that doesn't have the resources, economic resources, to actually afford a housing. This is basically the cheaper housing for everyone, just because of the fact that we know the land is really expensive, and apartments are affordable for the people who doesn't have those rich resources. So that's a quick reminder to everyone. Please value and appreciate the things that you have, because many people around the world don't have the same resources as we do. So here's where I say, keep your savings together. I know that housing in the US now is getting really expensive, and especially in Austin. But over here on Europe, they don't have that much land, that much space. So obviously this was the way to create the design of the city, because these apartments give the beauty and the huge beauty of the city, because it's just incredible to understanding how it look and how it seems. So enjoy. Here I'm arriving to the Pantheon. This building hosts many important French people. Inside is where they are buried. It's their cemetery, and it's really, really huge and beautiful. We can see on my back over here, it's part of the University of Paris. It's really, really huge and beautiful. Here on my back, it's located the Luxembourg Palace, which was built by Maria de Medici, who is an important Italian, Tuscan, Florentine person. And this palace was built in honor to the Pitti Palace, that is a palace in Firenze. It is really beautiful, and it looks so similar, obviously, because it's built in honor to the Pitti Palace. I'm not sure if years ago was the Senate of the French, because in the middle it says Senate or Senat of Francis. Hello, sir. What is your name?
David.
Okay, so you verified that here's the Senate.
That is the Senate right there across.
Okay, so what is going on in the politics of this country? What is happening at this moment?
At this moment, well, right now they have their little thing with the retirement, the extension to 64. But I think it's already been voted, but there's going to be a protest tomorrow regarding that.
Okay, and what other things are you worried about your country?
I'm just worried about my case here right now. At this moment, I'm just worried about my little thing, my little protest here. But the world's changing. It's been globalized. Countries have to accept that. People have to accept that we're in a globalized world, and other countries are competing with us. There's no longer borders that can protect us.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much for
welcome,
your time.
Sir.
Well, he verified me that it is the Senate. I tried to enter, but if you want to enter to the Senate, you have to have an appointment. And obviously, I'm not a European citizen or a French citizen, so I probably have many more restrictions than French or European citizens. But it is impressive to understand how generations change. And as he say, he's fighting he's raising his voice to prevent that the Senate pass a new law to increase the years of retirement. He's worried about if he's gonna have to continue working, because he said that he had been working for a long time, obviously, on his life. And it is pretty amazing and pretty interesting to talk about this, because not that long ago in Mexico we have the same issue. My mom had to sign on her contract to expand the years that she was going to work in Mexico. And obviously on the United States we're having the same problem. I understand that the people from or well, now in this time on the world, thanks to globalization and to the advantage of the medicine, I understand that we have a longer period of life, but um, but it is really impressive to see how people work and for having a great retirement, but it's truly impacting, and to them obviously they feel disgust about the amplification or the extension for the time that they have to work to actually have the right to safely retired. Here is a protest against President Erdogan from Turkey. They claim that his allies are criminals and killers. Now I'm located outside of the Fontaine Palatine. It's this beauty fontaine that was created by the princess Anne de Baviera, which was for the public, for the poor people and for everyone else to have access to clean water and to have the opportunity to hydrate in the middle of the street. So enjoy some of these fontaines over here when you can grab your own pure water. That Paris have one of the cleanest waters in the world. They have a system of purification of water by ultraviolet rays, and they are trying to work with some countries, poor countries that don't have access to clean water, to use the system that they created to prevent the people continue dying by the impact of unhealthy water. Salvez la planète means save our planet. On these days, I think from June 2nd to June 5th, it's a lot of protests from ambientalists that are working to or are trying to lobbying for obviously better healthy laws that are going to protect their planet. Go green, go green. I am located outside of the Saint-Sulpice Church, and on front of it, it's the fontaine of Saint-Sulpice. It is an exposition during the afternoon over here, where it's like a kind of a market. I tried to enter to the church, but it's closed because it's too early. Here I'm arriving to Hotel des Invalides, which is the hotel for the veterans and invalid veterans of France. It is so beautiful and incredible. Now it actually hosts a military museum, and it has a lot of history, because even if this country now is a peaceful country, obviously it is still a patriotic country. As y'all can see, it has a great dome covered in gold, which is beautiful and incredible. Here on my bag, I'm located at La Escola Militare, which it's a building from the 17th century. It hosts the Ministry of Defense and the military from France. Now I'm entering to Campo Marte, which has at the end one of the most impressive towers in the world. Um, any hint? Any hint? Voila! My friend, the Eiffel Tower, which was a radio tower and a pretty achievement to the technological advantages from the 19th century. This tower was created for one of the World Technologies conventions and was supposedly gonna be removed, but since it's too beautiful, it had stayed for 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 the whole world and for the whole humanity. And obviously it is a pretty emblematic symbol of the Paris people, of the French people. I hope I am able to get some tickets, because I did not receive any tickets for the tower, the Eiffel Tower.
Da sogar eine Window ist.
So kannst du schauen, oben auch was ganz viel. Sechs du ist ich vor so gestauscht. Jetzt das schon. Gut. Hi, what is
Hi.
your name?
My name is Liz.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
What do you like about France?
Well, when I came here, I saw first the architecture because the France, Paris, because it's where I am, and I don't see the holy country. But the architecture here, it's beautiful. They don't have high buildings, so everything you can see up. You can see the space. You can see the how's the buildings like Eiffel Tower. You can see everything, Pantheon, Cathedral. We can see also the nature, like the trees that they had. You can see around the city, and I thought this is beautiful. In the streets when they had that, I don't know how to say, bifurcation. It's beautiful to see. You're sitting down here or stand up here, and you see the
Everything.
sky. Yeah,
Yes.
it's something beautiful, beautiful. And then I see how the city is organized. There are people going everywhere. The subways connect you everywhere. You can reach everywhere, and you can access a lot of points of culture. All the cultures like music, dance, performance, plastic arts, anything else. So I was impressed with this first.
What do you think about the French multi-diversity cultures that are located over here?
Yeah, when I came here, like, I'm Brazilian, and there we are a diversity people, but where is white people and where is black people, and we have a little type of mix, but we still occupy different places, and we know where we are. And here, when I came here, I see everybody mixed it. I don't know if I didn't know well, like I didn't occupy all the spaces to understand like how it is, but I saw black people all around the city, all of the city, and this impressed me a lot. And they have they culture like super affirmed. I don't know how to say this,
Yes.
but they have they culture, they costumes, they hairs, they makeup,
Yes.
and it's everything okay. Like this doesn't impact and shocked. Nobody's get shocked. It's just normal people living and going and
Living and enjoying.
and
Yes.
this for me was awesome to see it. It's a different appropriation of the black culture that I saw here, maybe because they probably come to Africa and stayed here and
Yes.
not like mix it like Brazilian.
Yes.
But I was totally impressed for this.
What is the best or the most important thing that you have taken from the European culture?
Well, I came here to do a congress, so I study psychoanalysis and
Yes.
education, and when we talk about psychoanalysis, it's difficult to not link it with Jacques Lacan.
Yes.
That is a huge psychoanalysis man, and Paris is where he lived. So these are service about Jacques Lacan first got me. The first thing that got me was this, and I could be here to talk about him. It was freaking awesome. But when I started to see what is happening in Paris and what Paris have to show me, I saw the museum, the National Museum of Nature History, and I was in love. It's awesome. I saw all the animals, all the bones and structures, all the plants around the world, like the history of the world. They had I don't know how to say this in English, but the fossil of the first type of plants that happens on the world, and I
Yes.
saw that and say, oh my goodness, the science here in this archive science that we found here, for me it was really impressive.
What about the religions? What do you notice the difference between religions over here from Brazil?
Well, Brazil, it's really Christian country.
Yes.
Now we have some another cultures are taking their spaces, like Umbanda and Candomblé. That was a mix of black culture. Another indigenous religions also started to get them space there, but
Yes.
it's really Christian.
Yes.
Here, I didn't see the Christianism as a rule.
Yes.
Like, I saw a lot of capels, a lot of churches, and I saw a lot of saints over there.
Yes.
But it was, for me, I saw it more like a history thing, a art thing, than a sanctuary.
Yes.
But that was
The
I
huge
I
difference.
saw this. I was affected for it. I don't know how Christians people would see it and would think about it.
That's so nice. It was nice to meeting you over here, Liz. I'm really excited that you're going back to your home, to your home country tomorrow. It was such a nice time. The talks that we spent together. I hope you and I wish you the best, and I hope you finish your master's degree and everything that you're doing really soon. And bon viaggio.
Thank you so much. I really I'm grateful for this interview. I didn't expect it, and I love to meet you. I love to talk a lot of things that we talk on this way, and I really hope to come back soon and see more things that we talk about it. That one travel, it's not enough to see that everything that it has on Paris. So thank you.
For sure, and I hope I can go visit you over there in Sao Paulo.
Please come on, come over.
Woo! Well, here's where I start my day 2 recording. I'm located at the Castle Versailles. It was closed due to a protest and a strike from the labor union of the workers of the Castle Versailles. And I'm pretty amazed just with this view. It is really incredible to see the amount of people that was waiting and excited, really excited to enter to this castle, just because it's the castle. It is the most beautiful castle all around the world, and I was really excited to come over here. I don't know, I don't have words at this moment, just because the fact that it's just too beautiful. And let's see how this day began. As y'all will see, they are doing some reparations due to the Olympic Games that are going to be celebrated next year over here in Paris. As I was entering to the castle, I was talking to one of the personnel from here, from one of the workers of the castle, and she told me that they are protesting on the same way that the sir that I talked yesterday outside of the Senate. She told me that they were striking last month and obviously today, because today the Senate is going to talk about the retirement. The French government wants to add an extra 2 years of working to the people over here in France. So today the retirement years are 63 years old, and they want to expand it to 65 years. So it is really depressing, just because the fact that she said that these will change basically daily, and many people are in favor and are opposing, or other people are opposing to the same thing, to the protest, just because the fact that many people lost a lot of money because they don't have a lot of cars over here. So they have to use the subway or public transportation to get to the work. And obviously, if they are on a strike, public transportation doesn't work regularly as it should be working. So thank you to the woman who get me more into the information about what is going on the politics of this country. really impressed with this Sala de la Batalla. It is really amazing to see like how many fights they fought through history. But what happened with the Batalla de Puebla? It is something important to them because Mexico was not a huge country and a huge army, and we defend our territory. So after these, after they fought this battle, they couldn't maintain the strongest army in the world because France was the strongest army for many centuries, and it is pretty impressive what happened when they lost that battle. Here are some pictures of the inside art that is located in the castle of Versailles, which it is pretty impressive because you can see the difference and the stages that France and the French Empire passed when this castle was part of the royalty. And now it is an exhibition for all the humans, which is something really amazing to see and appreciate. I'm impressed of the old of this garden. This maple tree is from the 1800s. Here are some pictures of the beautiful gardens of the castle of Versailles. On these gardens are located some fountains and pools which were created for the royal. All of the fountains located in these beautiful gardens preserve the same pipelines since their creation. So it is a pretty impressive of the work of the art. In these beautiful gardens are plant a lot of plants and flowers each year to show to the world the beauty of these gardens, which now are being preserved for all humans, not used for the royalty of France. just finished the Castle of Versailles, and it is pretty amazing and fascinating. The history inside of the castle is just too beautiful. The gardens are amazing. Y'all need to be prepared to walk a lot, but it is worth it. All of the money, all of the things that you see inside are worth it. So come visit the most beautiful castle in the world. Here's where I finish my trip in Paris, in the Arc of Triomphe, which it is a beautiful building and was created in honor of all heroes of France.